planetary mind is on the verge of creating new human forms. Hereditary traditions that have over millennia given birth to hundreds of diverse human forms are now entering creative dialogue with one another. In the synergies generated, new and vibrant contexts are put into place. Over time, the creative relationships in these new contexts will bring forth 1 million new human forms. You may already be one of them.
I'm Brian Thomas Swim with the Human Energy Project. Our series of short videos explores the way humanity is building a planetary mind called the noosphere. As we deepen our understanding of the noosphere, we discover a collective purpose which will help us address our planetary challenges together. In today's video, we examine the way in which processes of heredity enabled the planetary mind to emerge more fully during the modern period.
In 1893, in Chicago, the world's religions gathered. To make this happen, representatives of Taoism, Buddhism, Islam, and so forth had to travel for weeks and months to arrive in North America from their various continents. This was the first time these religions were gathering together after developing in comparative isolation for 2,500 years. Following this initial meeting, the dialogue developed so rapidly that when a second meeting was called 100 years later in 1993, representatives of all the world's religions could be found living right there in Chicago. We need to understand this planetary event from the perspective of biology. Homo sapiens are sometimes referred to as biocultural species, in that we are constrained both by the DNA of biological heredity and by the cultural coding of our place of birth and development. For instance, our genetic inheritance from reptiles awakens in us the ability to see or run. Our genetic inheritance from mammals evokes in us the emotional bonds represented by the mother nursing her infant. Similarly, our minds are activated in particular ways by the cultural codes of our development. Two humans, though virtually identical in a genetic sense, will express their existence in distinct ways if one of them is raised in a Navajo culture and the other in a Muslim culture. Here's the great news. The infrastructure of the modern period has enabled cultures from every place and time to enter into dialogue. Each of these cultures, including the 9 classical religions, the 5,000 indigenous nations, the philosophical and spiritual traditions of the modern world, including feminism, environmentalism, existentialism, gender studies, anarchism, steady-state economism, each of these cultures contains a unique and necessary wisdom. With these new combinations, the potencies for human life are growing exponentially. We are at a threshold for a tremendous surge in human creativity. This explosion of bioculturally distinct humans will not be contained within any one civilization or any one thought tradition. We will not be comfortable defining ourselves as only Christian or only Zulu or only Chinese. This dialogue of Earth's traditions is differentiating humanity in a radical way. We are deeply the same at the genetic level with our need for water, food, and shelter. But as we move further into the 21st century, each of us will discover in this synergy of cultures new opportunities for how to become human. Sacred scriptures from around the planet help us discover who we are. The life ways of indigenous nations help us discover how to live. So too with the visionary works of artists, musicians, and philosophers, but our unique personality will be distinct from all of these. The planetary mind rises as each human person gives birth to their unique form, a form that has never existed, a unique form of human life that only you can bring forth.